Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney.
Reaction to this.
If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Audio animatronics. You gotta love them. Many Disney rides and attractions feature these impressive robotic figures. But with their complexity, animatronics are bound to fail, malfunction, and break down. Thanks to your video submissions, today we have some really fun malfunctions to share. If you've caught a fail or malfunction on camera, you can send it to the email address on the screen for a chance to have it featured in a future video. Now, without further ado, you know how this works. So let's count down the top 10 Disney fails and animatronic malfunctions, part 11. Number 10. This first one takes us into Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Disney's Hollywood Studios. On a visit in July of 2020, Drew the Disney Dude on YouTube caught some failed Mickey and Minnie animatronics, where the only thing working was their projected faces.
Malfunction and what's actually supposed to happen.
I guess something could stop them now. Well, then in August of 2020, Drew caught Daisy with a stiff arm. A trip to the doctor wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, I'll stop. Now all the arm movement is coming from her shoulder, so it looks like the actuator in her elbow is what actually failed. When I was on the ride, I thought Daisy was a pretty basic animatronic, but apparently she's much more impressive than I thought. Once again, Drew the Disney Dude came through and sent in another video with the lights on that shows Daisy during the conga section. You don't really get to see her during this part of the ride since your train quickly whips you into the next room. Daisy might be small, but she's mighty. You can see just how many functions were built into this audio animatronic. I mean, look at her go!
Yeah, no audio's playing.
Number 9. For this one, we're gonna stay at Hollywood Studios and head into Toy Story Land on Slinky Dog Dash. Now, the ride ends with Wheezy serenading the train, singing a version of You Got a Friend in Me. He's pretty adorable, right? But someone really needs to get him a new squeaker because lately he's had troubles.
Not moving at all.
It's kind of funny that in every clip sent in, Wheezy always seems to be frozen mid-blink. It's the most unfortunate position. It gives him that I just took some NyQuil look. Now, a static Wheezy has become more common over the last couple months, and I'm not sure
it's like
why. Have any of you
staying still as a toy?
The first video of a malfunctioning Wheezy was sent in by Wyatt P at the end of August 2020, where Wheezy wasn't moving at all, but the audio was still playing.
It's kind of bad. So, you know, animatronic not working like the audio plays.
In more recent incidents moving into September, it seems like Disney now just shuts off the audio completely when Wheezy isn't working. I mean, talk about a lackluster grand finale.
And that's it, yep.
But, the pain in his eyes, you can't help but feel bad for him. Or maybe you're laughing at him, because it's a pretty funny face.
Yeah. Oh, there's an ad. Time out.
Number 8.
Alright, we're back.
A well-known scene on Pirates of the Caribbean is at the end of the ride with the pirates in the jail cell. The whistling pirate is determined to get that key with the rope, but here in this video from Magical News Live on Twitter, he's a little extra determined.
His hand. I guess it's not too bad, you know.
It's like the video's being played at 5 times the speed, or he's just doing his daily prison gym routine. You can see his body's beginning to shake a bit too. I mean, if he shakes any harder, he may lose a hand.
Desperately wanting to get out, that's one
thing. Number 7. This next one takes us on Journey into Imagination with Figment, where Nicktoons Fanatic 2007 caught ventriloquist Figment in the Sound Lab.
Hello! Whoa, Figment!
Figment?
His mouth is not moving, right?
You got it wrong, Doc. It's not
In
about
this.
listening with your
That's not
ears.
moving.
It's about listening with your
Exactly.
imagination.
Now, Figment's mouth had been broken for some time during the summer of 2020. Even the Kingdom report caught it as well. During Figment's time of despair, the animatronic also got up to a little headbanging.
For every sound, your ears are here.
Now, if you're wondering what the
So?
normal animatronic animation is supposed to look like, well, here you go. It makes me think that his headbanging malfunction may very well be an intentional band-aid programmed to compensate for his mouth not moving. In the meantime,
Yeah.
though, they should have just changed the music and the sound lab could have become a rock concert. Just imagine, Journey into Imagination starring Aerosmith. Tell me you wouldn't want that. Number 6. It's time to board our log and head into Splash Mountain
Oh, yes.
at Magic Kingdom. So, the hopping Brer Rabbit animatronic is known as the $1 Million Bunny. Why is it called that? Well,
Stuff
it's
already
rumored
haven't
it
laughed or
costs $1
anything.
million, but always seems to break down no matter how much money they spend on the figure.
I've already seen those before, but we're acting it with him because we'll explain later.
It's had issues almost from day one.
That's horrible.
He's got a spear through him or something. Oh my god.
Well, that's his, like, for
Basically
fishing
became
and
a
such.
bouncing
I
dead
know.
animatronic rabbit. But sometimes
Yeah.
the arm malfunctions as well, and it leads to possessed Brer Rabbit.
Oh.
Oh, poor guy. Now, there are times when you float on by and he doesn't appear, but if you look behind, you'll find a lifeless Brer Rabbit slouched behind the tree. I'm fairly positive this figure is triggered by a sensor, so sometimes if the boats are too close together, he won't appear. Or he's just broken. Again, it's had issues since the beginning, but over the years, the animatronic
never
has
gone through that and
deteriorated,
not have him
losing
pop
a
by.
lot of its functions and
Never?
fluidity.
Never.
You can see how much more functionality the
Well,
figure is
I think
supposed
I
to
have
from
before,
this
I don't
footage
know.
in 1992.
Maybe you
I mean,
can't
even looks
remember,
great
for
in
one
this footage
thing.
from 1999. Who would have known his ears move? I mean, sometimes he doesn't even move at all.
No, because I think we have, so...
Number 5. Get ready for the
Oh, yes.
Carousel of Progressively Busted Animatronics, featuring the #1 Disney dad,
I
John.
kind of forgot that
So
there.
let's snap right on into Act 2 to see how John's
words in
holding
there.
on.
There's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson.
His arm, kind of.
Insane. Boy, I've got to see that.
I feel like broken hands are a theme in this attraction.
Yeah.
Then this past July, just as Magic Kingdom was reopening, John started to violently shake, and both the Magic Blitz on Twitter and Shellshock9790 on TikTok caught the malfunction on camera.
Insane. Boy, I've got to see that.
There it is.
There goes Schwartz.
Now you laugh.
He sure loves that horn.
This is one of those animatronic malfunctions.
No,
He should be jamming.
Exactly.
Yep, there we go. Then lastly, as we head into Act 4, John, yet again, is the culprit of another animatronic malfunction. This time he's looking at how much dust has collected on the floor since the scene was last updated.
Just looking down.
Well, I'll give it a try.
It's not too bad. It's like he could be looking for something,
The longer Disney puts off maintenance and a refurb on
Cabinets,
Carousel of
whatever,
Progress, the more
where he's at.
malfunctions there's gonna be. So once again, Disney, this is my plea for the 10th time to give Carousel of Progress the love it really needs. Sincerely, every Disney fan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Another ad. Time out. Okay, let's continue. We'll probably, there may be other ads. We don't know. Let's just continue.
Number 4. The animatronics on Frozen Ever After at Epcot are some of my favorites, but since they use projected faces, this is fuel for some terrifying faceless animatronics. You'll see what I'm talking about in this malfunction with Anna, sent in by Sierra.
Look at that. That's bad.
That's creepy.
Glitching projected
Yeah.
face looks exactly like the vertical lines you'd see on a damaged LED TV.
Yeah.
A little more unsettling. Usually with these face malfunctions, you'll get something more along the lines of the character's face going completely black, like this clip of Elsa that was sent in by Vic Hanger on Twitter.
And it comes back, and her face kind of changes right there.
I love how her face race going out was timed right on the beat, and it was kind of ironic that it happened as she said she was free.
Yeah, true.
Her face was set free, all right, but then found its way back into her body. In that typical Disney
Which
magic
looks like kind of
fashion.
changes to me.
Number 3. So we've spoken
Yes,
before
this
about
one.
the Navi Shaman animatronic in a previous animatronic malfunction video. We looked at how Disney built a plan B into the ride where the animatronic lowers into the ground and a screen appears to show the shaman.
Yep.
It's extremely rare to see the physical animatronic malfunctioning, since Disney is usually very quick at making the switch to B mode. They want as little downtime as possible with this ride. Well, back in August, Scott Gardner tagged us in a tweet that showed a very rare and lifeless Navi Shaman. Is it just me, or does she look even bigger when she's slouched over?
I don't know.
I mean, she's an impressive animatronic, but it's really cool seeing what I think is the best audio animatronic at Walt Disney World, broken and lifeless. This is truly a rare malfunction to catch on camera. Number 2.
Alright.
So we've already talked
Once again,
about Splash Mountain
Splash
earlier
Mountain.
in the video, but this ride makes malfunctions really easy. There's always at least
Just
one
one.
animatronic figure that isn't working. Whether it's some mannequin fishing geese, or an overly jittery toad like what Caballero
Yeah,
Duck on Twitter
this
got.
frog. Like he's laughing
Figure
like
shake is a little
crazy.
different from the normal gentle bounce. I guess someone's worried about being replaced.
That's
One
exactly
thing
what I
that's
think,
notorious
you
for
know.
broken animatronics is
Like
the
it's
finale.
just something like that. One
Look,
gator.
one of the swamp gators, he's blinking for help. I know, buddy, we're sending help.
Right.
Then you have a couple frozen hens just moving their mouth in the
yeah.
back. And on this ride, the dancing hen in the front had her head all busted. Now, funny story. So this busted hen was from 2018. I totally forgot I had the clip, but the day before, her head was completely detached, dangling from her body. I wish I recorded it, but when I got off the ride, I told the cast member, so what you're seeing is the quick fix maintenance did that night. I mean, she should be moving like this, which is much different than this. Number
Staring
1.
at the water. Here it comes.
It's time to head back to Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't think you even
and
noticed this
sail
when the
into
video
burning
started.
town scene. In this animatronic malfunction from Monkadude15 on Instagram, he said in his submission that it looks like the pirates are about to eat each other.
The one in the
and
middle.
Yeah, he is not wrong.
Well, unbelievable.
Checking out the hem on his pants.
Yo ho no, it looks like we have a failed
I thought you'd
actuator.
crack up at
I
that.
can only imagine that there's a lot of strain put on an animatronic figure as it's hunched over, banging from side to side. Judging by the intensity of the movement, you'd think the animatronic was moving a lot in the scene, but this is all it is. Very
Yeah,
subtle.
just
What's
singing.
not subtle is this. I mean, look at that head banging. Catching these kind of
And him
fails are
moving and
definitely
such, his
funny
body
to see
moving.
in person, but it's always a good
Right
idea
there,
to let a
just-
cast member know about the malfunction once you get off the ride. So, have you ever experienced an audio animatronic fail or malfunction? Which ride was it on? I'd love to know.
There's a
Leave
couple
a comment down below to start the
we've
conversation,
experienced.
and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.
Okay, now it's over. Man, this has never happened before. Us stopping and because of ads popping up. You know?
3 mid-rolls. That's what we call mid-rolls.
Exactly.
Good golly.
Okay, now this time jump cut to us talking. Hey guys, so we had just reacted to the video, which the TPM video, excuse me, which is Top 10 Disney Fails and Animatronic Malfunctions Part 11. So we've seen a couple of, I've been following TPM vids. You've seen a couple of their videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and why did we decide? Why are we doing a reaction to this? Why is this? Well, because I had recently told Little Blue about a couple of what I saw from the video because of the animatronic fails, and I think it was you who suggested maybe we should do a reaction to this. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of mixed. Like I guess mostly you who suggested doing a reaction.
Yeah, I still go back to the funniest one I've ever seen in my life was Lincoln in the Hall of Presidents when he's standing there giving his speech and he just starts bending over backwards.
I know.
And I mean, he's literally in half, and he's just like, that is the funniest thing.
It's the entire animatronic that tips over.
Yeah, and then the guy in Carousel of Progress.
The Munchkin, yeah. He
the
has like a yellow mustache.
Yeah, but the
he's
Carousel of Progress, that one to me was the funniest. The pirate you kept saying was the funniest. I didn't think that was as funny as the one in the Carousel.
Well, it was
of Progress.
crazy to see.
Well, I know, because he's like.
I know.
I was trying to think. I thought he was checking out the hem on the other pirate's pants or something. The way he was
No.
bent over looking.
It's like.
You gotta lose thread here.
Because I showed that to my mom, and she told me it looked like he was like vomiting or something.
Yeah, he kind of did. Or as he was a pirate, so it could have been. But
Had too much rum.
Yeah, exactly. Way too much rum.
But there have been a couple of times we've experienced a couple of animatronic fails, haven't we?
Yeah, I can't remember specifically what they were, but there wasn't anything
okay, there are times where, say, an animatronic would just not move, like what the video showed of some of the Splash Mountain animatronics. They would just stay still,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, okay, we've seen that kind of thing before, but I remember this. In parts of the Caribbean, remember because in that part where, they're dunking the mare into the well and one pirate is playing the flute?
Yes.
His head was kind of popped off. It was like this, He was still playing. Do you remember that?
I think so, yeah.
It was one of our trips to Disney.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that clearly.
Yeah, there's been several, and I can't even think of them. A lot of them are just, kind of unremarkable. I mean, they're not really, they're not moving. Something's not moving, and you just kind of go, oh, well, okay, it's malfunction.
Yeah.
You just move on. But you don't really get to see those the ones that are so hilarious.
I know.
The Lincoln.
It's a rare thing to see.
It is a rare thing to see, but it happens. It's mechanical. It breaks down.
You probably didn't know this because on another one of the TPM videos of animatronic fails, like something else did happen in the Hall of Presidents. This time to Teddy Roosevelt. He was kind of like shaking and such. I'll have to show you that.
That sounds funny.
That's funny.
It's good. It's at least
even in the Little Mermaid ride, because King Triton he starts shaking too.
I'd rather see him. I would rather see them. I'd rather see the animatronics fail as opposed to the rides fail.
Yeah.
Especially something like Twilight Zone Tower of Terror or the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Both of which I've done once. Don't ever need to do them again.
Right.
But I'm probably going to get forced into it at some point.
Yeah.
And that's
you and
fine.
I doing them, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I would love to see some animatronic fail or something on the Jungle Cruise. That to me, that's like it's never happened before.
Yeah.
The only times that something like that's happened on Jungle Cruise is, say, breakdowns. Like, I've seen a couple of those videos where the Jungle Cruise boats, they would drive backwards, mostly at Disneyland, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And that one time earlier this year when a Jungle Cruise boat was flooding.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
That would not be fun.
No, it would not. But that would be kind of interesting if, say, an animatronic fail happened, malfunction, that is, on Jungle Cruise.
Exactly.
I mean, who knows? I mean, yeah, another thing is anything else, because with the video, some of the animatronic fails, like the one with Brer Rabbit,
Yeah, the one with Brer Rabbit. Like I said, I don't ever remember not seeing Brer Rabbit hop by.
I do.
It may have happened once, but I don't remember it.
See, I feel like, yeah, because like during some of our trips to Disney, it did happen. You just can't remember because we've been there so much,
Exactly.
And the pirate with the rope and such, he was kind of shaking.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, I feel like that wasn't. It's not too bad. It's like he's desperately wanting to get out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to the video, like some of the others?
No, I mean,
say the Navi River ride. That the animatronic that was kind of broken.
Yeah, that was a little.
That was weird.
That was weird.
They weren't quick. They weren't quick at that point. Because as in the videos explain, like they lower it down and they use video screen, as Plan B.
Well, in Daisy Duck, I never did see what was so off about that.
Me
I mean,
neither.
big deal. Her arm didn't bend. I mean, it still was
Looked
impressive.
like, it
animatronics.
looked like it was okay. You know, just moving a bit differently.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That and Wheezy, like all that happened with him because he was just staying he was frozen still, and even one clip where like the audio does play.
Yeah, I do remember the the Toy Story ride at Hollywood Studios.
Toy Story Mania.
Toy Story Mania, where Mr. Potato Head was not moving.
Oh, you saw that video? Or?
I
remember?
I remember it. He was not moving.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was like not working at all.
The only things I've seen of the Mr. Potato Head and TPM vids had covered this. Like, there are times where like he would accidentally drop his ear. Because you know Mr. Potato Head can take his ear off.
Well, of course.
Yeah, he accidentally would drop it at times. Even like some of these, this was mostly at Disneyland where his eyes would be messed up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And even one point where like his eyes were kind of broken, such, and words would pop up in his eyes. Yeah, that's crazy. And speaking of which, like, you also remember that time, it was last year, literally, like around the beginning of last year, where like Ursula's head popped off.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
And then on that same day, because this was at Disneyland, just a picture, at the Disneyland Paris version of Pirates, the auctioneer pirate's head was popped off too.
Yeah.
And also, like, those times on Spaceship Earth where the animatronics were broken as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Even that one where he's just like, or something like that, you know? That teacher or whatever is in like a bit of red robes or something with white beards. So.
Yeah.
That one, that's what I'm talking about.
Ugh.
You took that, you took a screenshot or something and you made funny pictures with that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like one, like he's ice skating or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done that, but I do remember that.
But
yeah.
like one animatronic, with long blonde hair or something, he's kind of like shaking violently. I can't remember which part of it is in the ride, but also one part, like the technology room and such, you know, and one guy in a white coat, like he's shaking too, you know, with a clipboard. So that's funny. But anything else to say on what we just watched? You know?
No, nothing else.
It was good. You know?
It was good. It had some good ones on there.
Yeah. What you laughed the most was the Carousel of Progress dad, you know, where he's shaking.
Yeah, that was the funniest one. He was having some kind of a convulsion or something.
It's like, that's how much worse can it get? He's just shaking so much, you know, you just expect that.
Exactly. I'd love to see a behind-the-scenes video of how they repair them, you know, what they do to repair them when they function like that. That would be interesting.
That would be, yeah.
So anybody out there who knows anybody who's in a Disney Imagineer, if you can get some footage of them working on one of the animatronics when they malfunction, that would be really cool to see.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. Like, maybe we would know, just like they just open their the hatch or whatever, fix something. But I don't know. But it would be great to see a video of how it's actually done. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yes, it would be. So, yeah, you heard what he said. So, you know. But once again, the Top 10 Disney fails and animatronic malfunctions, part 11. It was good, huh?
It was.
Yeah.
It was very good.
And your favorite one, I assume the best, was, of course, the one with Carousel of Progress.
Yes.
So, yeah, that one. And, you know what? We may react to another one of these again. TPM vids, you know?
It was fun.
Yeah. You guys let us know what you thought of our reaction. If you want to see us react to another one of these again, if you want to see, like, because I told you about one of their other ones, you know, because of the one of King Triton and a couple on Spaceship Earth and with Teddy Roosevelt. So if you want to see us react to that, if you want to see us react to any other videos from TPM vids, just let us know. You know, again, why we reacted to this was, again, because this week I told my dad about some of what was in the video, you know, like from the Fat Pirate in Pirates and the Carousel of Progress dad, and you wanted to watch it, and and again, it was you, right, who suggested do a reaction video.
Yeah.
All right, so this was his idea, so, you know. But again, let us know if you want to see us do this again, react to TPM vids, and the one that I was talking about with Roosevelt, King Triton, Spaceship Earth, etc.
Exactly.
So, anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to the TPM vid, and more new reactions come your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. Any last words?
I must be off.
Yep. Lil Blue says I must be off. For me, we hope you enjoyed our reaction, and we'll see you guys in the next video / reaction video. Take care, and peace out.